Hello, friends, and welcome back to Malicious Compliance Stories. Let's start our video with the most ridiculous story I've ever read. Some people are just unbelievable. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Here we go. No marrow plants in stock? Well, perhaps you'd care to help me illegally spread some plant pathogens instead. Background: I'm a horticulturist working in a garden center here in the UK. An old man comes in looking for marrow, large courgette plants. That's giant zucchini plants if you're from North America. OM: I'm looking for marrow plants. Do you have them? Me: No, we don't have any marrows specifically, but we do have regular courgettes. OM: No, I don't want any courgettes. I already have those. I want marrows. Me: Have you tried looking online for marrows? OM: No, I want to buy them in person. Me: Well, I mean, if you want marrows, you can always just not harvest the courgettes until they're very large. OM: I don't want large courgettes. I want marrows. Me: Marrows are large courgettes. OM: Oh. Me: It's true that there are some varieties which have been bred to produce extra large fruits, but any courgette will produce marrows if you just leave them on long enough. OM: Okay, show me your courgette plants then. We walk over to the vegetable section. Me: Here are the courgettes. We have a few different varieties. OM: These are courgettes. I don't want courgettes. I already have 3 courgette plants. I want marrows. Me: Yes, we do not have any courgettes that were bred specifically to produce marrows, unfortunately. OM: Okay, well, can I get some other advice then? Are you good at giving gardening advice? Me: Sure, what would you like to know? OM: Well, my son has planted a chestnut tree 2 feet from his front door. Is that going to be a problem in 20 years? Will it go into the foundation and damage it? Will it damage the neighbor's wall? It's only 6 feet away from the neighbor's wall. Me: Well, 2 feet from the front door probably isn't great long term, but it could depend on how they prune it. What kind of chestnut is it? Sweet chestnut? OM: I don't know what kind of chestnut it is. I think it's just a conker that he picked up and wanted to grow. But you know about chestnuts, do you? At this point, OM starts sidling closer to me, uncomfortably close. Me: Yes, OM, interrupting me: Can you tell me how to kill them? Me: What? OM: Well, I want to kill my son's chestnut tree. It's going to ruin his foundation, but I want to do it without him knowing. Me: Why not just talk to him about it? OM: Oh, you know, kids and women, they never listen to anything. Me, taken slightly aback by this comment as I am a woman: I'm sorry? OM, interrupting: It's going to ruin his house and destroy his marriage. Me, jestingly: If it bothers you that much, I guess you could just cut it down in the middle of the night and then act surprised when he mentions it. Seriously, though, I really think that you should discuss this with your son. If he sees how concerned you are, I'm sure he'll listen. OM: No, he won't listen. I need to kill it without him knowing. Isn't there a disease I can kill it with? Aren't 50% of chestnuts supposed to be infected with that deadly disease? How do I spread the disease? You need to teach me how to infect it. Me: I'm sorry, sir, but I cannot condone you spreading a disease to kill a plant, particularly one that's not on your property. OM: What will it harm? I'm trying to save my son's house. Me: If you introduced a disease like that to an area that wasn't previously infected, it could kill all the other chestnuts in the area. OM: That doesn't matter. He's the only one in his road with a chestnut tree. Me: An infection like that can easily spread further than just one road. OM, visibly upset, speaking with a raised voice: I want to kill my son's tree without him knowing. I'm trying to save his house and his marriage. It's your job to tell me how to spread the infection. Do I take branches from an infected tree and lay them around it? How do I do it? You have to tell me. Me: I don't feel comfortable telling you how to spread a devastating disease. If you don't want your son to have the tree, then you should talk to him about it. If it's his house, then ultimately it's his choice. I start walking away. OM: Why don't you understand? Do you have any children? Me: No. OM, coldly: You have a lot to learn then. Becoming agitated again: I need to kill this tree. Why won't you help me? Me: I don't feel comfortable helping you destroy someone else's property while spreading an infectious disease. It's both immoral and illegal. OM, in 20 years when my son's foundation's broken, his house is falling down, his neighbor's angry, and his marriage is ruined, it'll be all your fault. Me, I need to help other customers. Please excuse me. Walking away. OM, I need to kill this tree. What if I pour boiling water on it? Me, almost out of hearing range. Bye. And our second story. Give us your table because you're gay. Context. I'm an engineering grad from this small university town in India, and I've come back to visit some of my friends and juniors from college. The thing about this town is that 90% of students live on their own by renting places or staying in hostels, which means this should be the last place I'd run into someone's mother, much less an EP. 3 of my friends and I make a plan to meet up at a restaurant for dinner and drinks. We chose this place because it's got a good vibe and also because my friends and I used to do a monthly stand-up comedy show here, so we're on good terms with the owner and the staff. Being the more punctual one, I'm there at 9 p.m. on the dot, and my friends tell me they're about 15 minutes out. Not a biggie, so I find myself a table for 4, order a bud, and let the waiter know that I'll be expecting some company momentarily. While there, I felt like having a smoke, and the smoking area is about 10 steps away, with the table clearly visible through the glass doors. So naturally, I tell the waiter again that I'll be over there. For added measure, I leave my beer and my phone on the table. Again, some context. I'm wearing a pink shirt because my wardrobe could do with something other than black, gray, and blue. Also, half the tables are empty. There I am, almost at the end of my smoke, and I see our entitled parent with her sophomore daughter, Gina, standing near my table and talking to the waiter. I know the girl because we had a chance to talk once after one of the aforementioned comedy shows, so I stub the cigarette and walk out to ask if everything's okay. Me. Hi, is everything okay? EP. Are you alone? Me. No, ma'am. I'm expecting a couple of people. EP. No, you're lying. I want this table. Shift somewhere else. Gina. Mom, it's fine. There's another table there. Makes the I'm so sorry about this face. EP, no, you need this table more than him. Me, there's a few empty tables. What does that mean? EP, I mean, you're one of them, right? Gina, Mom. EP, no, I know he's gay. Can't you see the way he's dressed? I'm not, but not that it matters. And on cue, my phone rings. My male friend calls, and I have this funny color photo set for him where he's picked me up in his arms. So yeah, just bad timing. Before I could reach over and grab my phone, EP snatches it off the table and stares at the photo. She looks at it as if it's Satan's nudes. EP, look at this, waving my phone in her daughter's face before turning to me. Is this how your parents raised you? Meanwhile, the waiter has called the owner. EP notices him and, while invoking the power of all Karens worldwide, demands to have me thrown out immediately because I'm rude and aggressive. Gina, to me, I'm so sorry, takes my name. EP turns around mid-sentence with a look of absolute shock. EP, you know him? What kind of friends do you make? I sent you here to get a degree, not hang out with sick people. You're in trouble, young lady. You better not become gay like him. Gina storms out of the restaurant crying, and EP gives me a final death stare before proceeding to slam my phone on the table, knock my beer to the floor, bump into the owner, and struts off. And our last story. Lady and her kid tries to hurt me, but sweet karma strikes. EM is entitled mother, dumb kid, cop 1, cop 2, me is me. First off, this happened about 6 months ago, and my memory is trash, so it might sound a little off because I don't fully remember everything. I'm 17 years old. I convinced my parents to let me get a motorcycle. I had to buy it with my own money, unfortunately. There's a town that's 8 miles away that has a nice state park that I was taking pictures at. It was warm, about 75 degrees Fahrenheit. I stopped in the town at a gas station to fill up before heading back. I was about to fill up when this lady in an Escalade yelled something. EM, hey, can my son ride your toy? This kid's about 12, wearing a backwards monster hat and easy 5'5", 250 pounds. Me, this isn't a toy. EM, just let him ride it. Me, No way. EM. My son rides dirt bikes. He promises he won't crash it. Me. No, lady, your child cannot. I went inside to pee and buy some water and pay for my gas, and I pulled my bike up into a parking spot next to the building. I put my debit card into the chip reader, looked back, and this bee let her son on it and her standing next to it. I walk out once I paid and said in my big boy voice, Me, what are you doing? EM, letting him sit on it since you're too stuck up to let him ride it. Dumb kid, Mom, I want one. EM, you don't want this one. This one's ugly. Me, it's a cafe racer, so that's the style. EM, let my kid ride. He hasn't ridden in a couple weeks because he crashed his dirt bike. Me, F no. EM, a-hole, you don't even need it. What do you even use it for anyway? Me, to ride. EM, you don't need it. Me, it's mine, so... Dumb kid, you probably stole it anyway. Me, nah, I bought it with my money. At this point, I was mad, so was she. She took her kid's hand and pushed me and my bike over. I was still in my parking spot. I collected myself, turned my bike on, checked for damage, and rode around the gas station to the exit. That's when I saw her car, and I thought my fist looked good on her side mirror. I proceeded to doink it off and haul butt back home in hopes to lose her. I was very wrong. My bike isn't fast. It was about the same speed as the Escalade she was driving. I have an intercom system in my helmet that lets me make calls and listen to music. I called my dad, the former deputy chief of police and now the director of 911. Oops on her, my dad had 2 of his men ready for when I went into town. While I was going on, this lady kept getting really close to me. I think she was trying to hit me. I was doing close to 95 miles an hour the way back. We got into town, and one cop pulls me over, the other pulls the lady over. I get off my bike and walk towards the first squad. Cop 1, was she chasing you? Me, and she pushed my bike over and threatened my life. Cop 1 chuckles. We walk to the back of the first squad, and I see the lady fighting the cop. C1 runs over to assist his buddy, and this lady is doing that, "Do you know who I am? I'll have all you fired and put in jail. My husband is a Marine." EM, he stole my son's bike. Cop 1, holding back laughter with a big smile on his face. Oh, really? So why is that kid over there wearing motorcycle gear? EM, flabbergasted that somebody saw through her bullcrap. It's not my fault. Cop 1, oh, okay. Handcuffs lady. Cop 2, you want to press charges? Me, well, of course. Cop 1 puts the lady in squad car. EM, non-stop screeching. At this point, I called my dad and told him what had happened. The EM didn't mention the mirror I had launched, luckily. I went home and waited for my dad to get home. He told me she was charged with reckless driving, child endangerment, assault, and disorderly conduct. Once again, sorry, I think I'm missing some dialogue in some parts, but I think it gets the story across. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.